What's up, y'all? Gerald here, creator of Gospel Chops and your host for this YouTube channel, back with another video. Now, it seems that we have a trifecta of black women who are put in positions of power, who are abusing that power. And we've covered some of them on this channel, and we will continue to cover them because we're trying to find a way out, y'all. We're trying to find a solution to the problems that plague America in 2024. And of these black women, we have Letitia James in New York, who has prosecuted Donald Trump on trumped up charges, which looks to be an abuse of her power, but she's been put in a position of power as a black woman. And there you go. We've also talked about Fani Willis in Atlanta, the district attorney of Fulton County in Atlanta, the black county, and how she has funneled some public monies, some taxpayer funds to her boo, who then took her on extravagant vacations with that money. Looks like another black woman who found herself in a position of power and in control of taxpayer funds, who abused that power. Yeah. This is not a black woman problem. This is a power problem. And here we go with Tiffany Henyard in the little small town of Dalton, Illinois. This mayor of a small town of about 20,000 people, she's getting two checks, y'all. She's not just the mayor of Dalton, she's the supervisor of the Thornton, I hope I'm saying it right, the Thornton Township, which is just a bunch of little small towns that got together. Made her the supervisor to control this little conglomerate of little small towns. I'm in California, out on the West Coast. We would call that a county supervisor. So not only is she getting money from being the supervisor of the township, she's getting money from being the mayor of the city, town, Dalton. Those two incomes together make out about $300,000 a year for this chick. And normally we would think $300,000 in the Midwest, you should be living good. Nah. I believe it was Lord Ankton who said that power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. And this woman, who just a few years ago, according to public records, just a few years ago, was breaking into cars and got arrested by Chicago PD for breaking into cars. Just a few years ago, y'all done messed around and rehabilitated this chick's image and made her the mayor of Dalton? Well, you get what you get.
This is from the mayor of Dalton, Illinois. Her name is Tiffany Henyard. And she got into a bit of a scandal. She's maybe been using some tax dollars for things she shouldn't have. And listen to her explanation of kind of why she did it and how we should all treat her.
An Illinois mayor is getting national attention for the way that she's spending taxpayer dollars. Now, critics say you can't turn your head in the Chicago suburb of Dalton without seeing the name of Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
Hello, this is Dr. Grande. Today's question is, can I analyze the case of Tiffany Henyard? Just a reminder, I'm not diagnosing anybody in this video, only speculating about what could be happening in a situation like this.
She like a rapper. She hopping out the whip with security like Drake. What, you a public servant? What you doing? Wait till y'all see what the money she spent.
This woman has taken the phrase abuse of power to a whole nother level, y'all. She about to drive this little town off the cliff.
And I'm looking for that Rihanna. That's what I'm looking for. This is what they told me to tell y'all right here. Every single resident. Pay me what you owe me. Thank you, DJ.
And I can't believe it, y'all. She was voted in as mayor with an 82% approval rate from the voters of Dalton. When I say that you get what you ask for, y'all, I can't say it strong enough. Dalton is getting exactly what they voted for. This chick done spent money on security. She done spent money on vacations. She's spending money everywhere.
The mayor locking the trustees out of Village Hall tonight, forcing them to have a meeting out in the parking lot, all of which has Dalton residents shaking their heads in disbelief.
What is this pattern of practice that we're seeing among Black women in power? This is incredible to me to even witness this. And here we are with this woman who they elected as mayor, who is chopping them down in city council meetings. Playing Rihanna, talking about in her city council meeting of this little town of 20,000 people, talking about Rihanna said, better have my money. Oh my God. Miss Mayor, ma'am, is this how you talk to your constituents? Like you putting a gun to their head for your gangsterish spending? Not only in your locality, but traveling as far as Las Vegas.
You didn't go to Las Vegas? What is that?
No comment.
You don't know if you were in Las Vegas?
Of course I do.
Were you?
It's not paid by them.
Did you fly first class to Las Vegas?
Any other questions?
Scared to even admit that she went to Las Vegas, but it's the truth. Just like she won't admit that she broke in them cars in Chicago, but it's the truth. This woman has spent millions of dollars of taxpayer money for personal benefit, allegedly, and then comes to the taxpayers, has the audacity to come to the taxpayers and squeeze them for more. Y'all got a mess in this township. Y'all got a mess in this city. Y'all got a mess in this mayor. And y'all better find a way to fix it. And it's not enough to say that some of the city council is fighting back against this mayor, Tiffany Henyard. No, because those same city council members that oppose her now are the same city council members that supported her to be put in position.
Mayor Henyard and other top officials traveled to Sin City in May to attend a shopping center conference. It's unclear if it helped Dalton land any deals. The credit card records do shed some light on tax dollars spent at several restaurants near the Strip, including Cafe Hollywood and Hot and Juicy Crawfish. They show township taxpayers also spent money on the Vegas trip on everything from steak dinners to hotels, and $3,741 just on Henyard's round-trip flight.
One comment on the financials, and I don't know how I neglected to do this. When we talk about the deficit, last fiscal year through May, the deficit was $2.5 million in our operating account. This year through the report we got, which was September 30th, I pulled that up as you were speaking. So from May through September, there was an additional $4.2 million of deficit. So you couple those two together, the deficit is growing and it's approaching $7 million.
Suburbs are scratching their heads tonight after Dalton Mayor and Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard promised a $1 million giveaway, which turned out to be public funds. Henyard posted a message on her personal Facebook page earlier this week asking people to tune in to a live Facebook broadcast last evening for an announcement that she said could change their lives. A $1 million giveaway in honor of Black History Month.
More financial turmoil in South suburban Dalton after a bank says the village failed to make a massive payment.
Yeah, the threat now, tow trucks could be arriving soon to repossess some village vehicles.
In yet another shock to Village of Dalton trustees, a letter falling on their desks dated February 14th. Representatives from Kansas State Bank threatening to repossess 13 village vehicles, saying more than $76,000 is overdue and climbing. Village of Dalton trustees going head-to-head with Henyard at meetings, calling for transparency so residents know where taxpayer dollars are going.
We need receipts to understand What's going on?
They're in charge of overseeing finances, but say the mayor has restricted them from access to those, leaving them mostly in the dark. On top of that, several trustees telling WGN Thursday they're now hearing from vendors that say they were hired for work and never paid, more expenses the board was not aware of.
I don't know what the vetting process is in Dalton, but somebody should have checked the resume of this chick because she is as ghetto as they come. Another black woman who gets into power, abuses power, and then runs to the black community and says, I'm black. How y'all gonna do this to me? And I'm black. We supposed to stay on code. This the most ghetto mayor I've ever seen.
Because y'all got false narratives out there, and y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all black. Y'all are black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. All the stuff that y'all did to get people to come to our community, to just diss and down our community. Shame on y'all.
Just gotta be honest. This is what's really going on in Dalton. Well, fortunately for y'all, she has a couple investigations going on from the Attorney General of Illinois and also the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI. Couple of investigations into her shenanigans. And I hope they come up with something, because this chick that got in place and she fleecing the people under her dominion, under her control, under her authority. She's fleecing them for her own personal benefit, to the point where she even hired a convicted felon, convicted of, wow, I don't even want to say it on these folks' platform, convicted of sexual improprieties. She hired this man and put him in place of a code enforcement officer, giving him the authority to go in folks' houses. Yeah, this is this is beyond abuse of authority. This is incompetence, is what this is. And she gonna drive this little city off the cliff, this little township off the cliff. Are y'all gonna sit back and let her do it at this point? All I can do as a commentator is talk about it and bring it to your attention. I hope that somebody in Dalton is listening. I hope somebody in the township is listening, because this chick is gonna drive y'all off the cliff. And long after she's gone, long after she's out of office, y'all gonna be the ones holding the bag. Understand me? Y'all gonna be the ones holding the debt that she helped create by being irresponsible with taxpayer dollars. And it seems like at this point, Repo Rick is coming. He's coming to collect on her foolishness, even coming to collect and repossess the police cars. Y'all, can you believe it? They coming to get the police vehicles because she punking off the money and ain't paying the bills. So there you have it, y'all. This little city of Dalton in Illinois, suburb of Chicago, not too far away, but little tiny population, about 20,000, can't even fit into a stadium. You can fit the whole city into a high school gymnasium. That's what we talking about in Dalton, but millions of dollars are being punked off by this black woman who y'all voted in. Got to take responsibility for your vote. Elections have consequences, is what they say, right? Let me know what you think about this. Miss Tiffany Henyard, mayor of Dalton, Illinois, supervisor of Thornton Township, who y'all have given authority. And my God, somebody in that area, that region, should be regretting giving her that authority, because she's sure enough punking it off. Let me know what you think about this. Drop a comment. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video so we can get more people involved in the conversation, y'all. And like I always say, always remember and never forget, without the gospel, it's just chops. Until next time, peace.